Hello, my name is Ruth Slagle. I'm the instruction librarian here at Jackson State, and today I want to show y'all how to access journals you can use for reviews and also to do APA citations. So to start out, you can get to the library page three different ways. You can either plug in our URL, which is jscc.edu/library. You can also come in through the Jackson State homepage and come up to academics and go to library. And the other way you can do it is if you're in your class, you can through your class. Plop in one of your classes real quick. So you'd come up to campus resources and access this library right here. Another feature I do want to, before we go, I want to show y'all. You can come and chat with us at any time. We run chat from 8 to 4:30 Monday through Friday, and we'd be happy to talk to you then. So we'll go ahead and come over to the library. We also have a number you can text to, which is this number right here. And one more thing before, just want to show you real quick. When you're in any of your classes, you can come to communication and go to discussions. And all of you will have an Ask a Librarian. You can come and ask me anything in this discussion post. If you have questions about how to find articles, anything at all, you're stuck on doing your references, you're stuck on finding the permalinks, anything at all. You can come and ask me a question. You can also send me an email, or you can send me a call or a text through this phone number right here. Let's get started. So today we're going to cover at least two education tech databases, and then also a psychology one. So when you're on the website, because specifically you're looking at education, you want to make sure you're going straight to the education databases. So you will come down to find resources, do journal articles, and then come straight to education journals. The main one you're going to be working with, and I know Professor Hickey likes you guys to work with, is Education Full Text. So we're going to click through. If you are located off campus, you'll have to log in with your JSCC like credentials. Okay, so now that we're in Education Full Text, let's talk about this database. So we're going to come to Advanced Search, and let's do K through 12. Okay. So I have put a few things into our search engine. So these here are called booleans, and so you can do, there's and, or not. And you do when you're doing two separate phrases, but you want the database to search them together. Or would be like up here you would do or, and you could do primary or secondary. Those are terms that mean the similar thing, and mean the exact same thing. So K through 12, that's all of it, but then you'd be doing secondary or primary, and that also we can also find things on that. We want music, and the not is when you want to not include a certain area or a certain search term, and you see something that comes up a lot that you just don't want to include. So I know for a fact that there are a lot of articles that are written on music and education, music for K through 12 that have been written in Europe, and so I know that I do not want to include anything in Europe. I want to make sure that hopefully it will search just the United States. And I just did that for an example to show you guys. So we're going to come up here. You can, if you ever want, if you know certain things, you can adjust, but I just leave it as it is. That's just the easiest way to do it. Okay. So these we have where it comes up with our results. Looks like, now it has included a Finnish. The whole doing not in Europe didn't necessarily work, but it worked mostly, and we'll just have to see. But it did, like there are some states that are highlighted. Okay, now let's talk about the limiters over here. Well, actually, yeah, we'll talk about limiters, and then I'm going to talk about how stuff comes up. So limiters is where you can limit your search. So you can come over and you can select only peer reviewed. You already have all of these are full text. Most of these are going to be peer reviewed anyways. So you don't, I mean, if you can adjust your publication. So like if you just want within the last 20 years or the last 10 years even, you can adjust that, or you can come in and adjust it, manually, like putting in the date. You can also come down here, you can say specifically, I just want academic journals, and you cut out anything that's a book review, which is what you guys should you should do is come in here, make sure you're including all the academic journals. You can also come in and adjust your subject if you want. And the reason you do the show more is so that you can select multiples of these. It looks pretty good, but if you wanted to include anything, like if you wanted to do school children or, secondary education, music education, and we also, we tell it we really want just the United States, you can do that way. It will update it, and again, it will filter through based on what we're telling it. And now it's telling us. You can also come in and say you only want English, we're good. And so these are filters. Now at any point you can come and X out of any filters you've added. You can either come and clear all, or you can exit out, manually like that, and you can start over. So one thing, what it's doing is it is pulling up what is most recently published based on the limiters we've given the database. You can do oldest, you can do author, or you can do like relevance, which would be to these search terms that we use. Now, everything in here is pretty much relevant to what we did search. But what it has done is, you can see it is highlighting specifically the different words we used as best as it can. Now, some of these, it will say they're available in HTML full text or PDF full text. And so the HTML full text, that just means that it's going to be included at the bottom of all the information. So it's abstract, and then here it is the full text. And then the PDF will be off to the left as a PDF, but I just want to show you guys. They'll still include everything on the abstract and the information. And then your PDF you could download. So you could go ahead and download your PDF. Now, on your in your journal reviews, you have to have a permalink. This over here with the paperclip kind of image is the permalink. There's two places to find it when you do it in the PDF, and I'll show you the other place in a minute. When you are in the PDF, after you've read the abstract and decided, hey, this is a journal I actually want, you can email it to yourself. It will include the PDF as you want it. You can also adjust the MLA, like adjust it to APA. Now there was a recent switch on APA. We went from the 6th edition to the 7th edition. So you'll need to, even though they're doing the citation format, you also want to make sure you're double checking with the manual to make sure everything is right. It's very easy to get points taken off when it's not in APA correctly. So yeah, you can email it to yourself, and then we're going to go back to the list. I'm going to show you guys a few other things. Okay. So, again, here's the permalink. It is the same link, but I just want to show you guys where it is, where you can snap it. So a permalink or a permanent link is, you can, when you have the specific link and you include it in your citation, it will take you back to this exact article. If it gets lost in the web, at least we know we have this exact article. Now, I know in APA they've switched around a few things, and they have switched around, especially the DOI, which is a digital object identifier. And this one doesn't have one, so I'm going to see if I can find one that does to show you guys that example. Okay, yeah, so this one has a DOI. It tells it right up here, that's your DOI. So that is also, that also kind of works as a permalink as well. It's a little bit different, but it's very similar. So this is your DOI, and you would be including that in your citation. So talking about citation, one way you can go over and look at your citation is if you go to the Cite button over here, and you want to scroll down to the APA version. Now, this is mostly right, but there are some problems in it. So how do you decide if it's right or not? So the easiest way would be to go to Purdue OWL and you can look up APA. Purdue OWL is Purdue University. Their online writing lab that they update very frequently. So they're telling you you're in the 7th edition. So if you're looking for, so they'll tell you the basics about in-text citations, but right now we're looking at the reference list. And so we're looking for articles in periodicals. And periodicals and journals are the same thing. That's a synonym right there. Okay. So things have changed slightly if an article is print in a journal or if it's print in an electronic journal. Now, all of these databases, they're print in electronic journals. And so you're going to want to follow the citation of an electronic journal. And so this is like the DOI. So that's kind of cool, actually. So they have the DOI correct. If you clicked on this, then you could go see the DOI. Now, if there isn't a DOI, then you want to include the stable URL as much as you can. And that was another big thing, a big difference. The 7th edition also says that you want to include a DOI even if it is a print source. So DOI is the one thing you'll be looking for first. If you can't find it, or if it isn't present, then you're going to be including a URL. Now, all of these, like this is the basic format. One thing to keep in mind is sometimes you won't have all the information that is listed and you're just giving the information that you can actually find, and that's totally fine. And also, all the information you're using for your citation is coming from this chart, this source, the author, and then of course the DOI. So you would include all of this information. That would be the source. This is the title of the journal, when it was published, the volume, the issue, and the page number. And this is the title of the article. And then you have your... Okay.
So I'm not going to show you the other education journal database, but I'm going to show you a psychology one. So how we go back, is we're going to go back to the library homepage. We come again to find articles or find resources, and then journal articles. And psychology is a social science, so we're going to come down to the social science journals, and then we're going to use psych articles. If we did music education, let's just do music education, see what comes up. Psych articles works the exact same way as EBSCO in that, education and full text, because they have the same platform, which is EBSCO. So I'm not going to go into anything, but the other major thing that is hugely great and different between psychology and everyone else is that they really are specific about child ages or people's ages. And you could also use this in any other database too. You could see like what comes up with adolescents or like school age. And the limiters over here are more extensive with the psychology. So like the age here. Anyways, if you are in any of the Tennessee electronic campuses, I guess I said it right. I know I showed these for like Jackson State, but you can recreate. You will be able to access similar to at your own campus. You can contact me in the discussion forum, or call or text me, and I can help you access or get you connected with someone at your school where you can access these databases.
So everything looks good. I just want to close on a final note where you can find information about me again. My webcam wasn't working, so you couldn't see me. You normally would have, but you can come to About the Library and library staff, and this is me, Ruth Slagle. So this is my email again. Really, honestly, the best way to get a hold of me is through my email or my remote phone number, which is 731-227-2790. Also, I'm on chat every day from noon to 2:30, so if you have specific questions, you can get on there and ask me. If there's any other housekeeping, any of our other librarians are more than happy to help you. But advantage is I'm actually embedded in your class. I know what you're doing. I can see your assignment, so I can help you more. We can also schedule a one-on-one consultation. Either want to go over this again, or you really want to start on researching on your specific topic. And then lastly, we are offering 3 librarian led workshops that you can attend that are on Microsoft Word, using Microsoft Word. So it's starting this coming Wednesday, and we will do it the 17th and the 24th. And we will go over just using Word in general. If you have specific questions about APA, you can include those in your registration form. You do have to register for each session separately. On the registration forms at the top, there will be information about what will be covered in that session. And then, of course, if you have questions, please do include those, and I will make sure to cover those as well. Anyways, and then also one last thing. Sylvia and I, and our librarian, we will be doing a genealogy workshop, and we were talking about Heritage Quest and how to use it. Anyways, we look forward to seeing you in the future, and I'm so excited to work with you this semester. Thanks. Have a great night. Bye.